I truly have no words. Rockstar Games announced a new version of Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare for players this morning. But of course, this is the news, or the type of news, that absolutely no one wanted to hear. So let's just jump into this video. I am doing this completely off the cuff because I had a late night last night, and so I woke up after this news broke, and I'm like, wow, this is, with my crusty, sandy eyes in the morning, this is not the news I wanted to see. So let's jump into Rockstar's Newswire. They say Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare coming to Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4 on August 17th. In 10 days. As you can see, Xbox and PC are completely omitted here, so you're probably wondering, what's going on? Well, let's jump in. They say, experience the epic western adventure of Red Dead Redemption and its groundbreaking zombie horror companion, Undead Nightmare, as both games come to the Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4 for the very first time in a single package, in a new conversion by Double 11 Studios. Potentially an even worse version than Grove Street Games? Who knows? The Switch and PlayStation 4 versions will bring the two classic experiences together again for both new players and original fans to enjoy across modern consoles, including backwards compatibility with the PlayStation 5. So this isn't even a PlayStation 5 game. You could play it on PlayStation 5, just like you could play other games. You could play other PS3 games on PlayStation 5, I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. But either way, this is a PS4 game and a Nintendo Switch game, not an Xbox Series X or PlayStation 5 generation game. So as Rockstar says, more of the same. One of the most critically acclaimed games of all time with over 170 Game of the Year awards, Red Dead Redemption tells the story of former outlaw John Marston as he journeys across the sprawling expanses of the American West and Mexico to track down the last remaining members of the notorious Vanderlyn gang in a bid to save his family. Relive or experience for the first time the events immediately following the epic tale of honor and loyalty in the 2018 blockbusters Red Dead Redemption 2 as Marston hunts down his former friends and outlaws Bill Williamson, Javier, and his former gang leader Dutch Vanderlyn as the era of the cowboy comes to an end. After that, we could see the Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare poster here in all of its quality. Red Dead Redemption on Nintendo Switch and PS4 also includes Undead Nightmare, the hallowed story expansion that reimagines the world of Red Dead Redemption as Marston fights to survive a relentless zombie horde and searches for a cure in a spooky supernatural twist on the Western game. In addition to both classic and single-player experiences, newly supported languages include simplified and traditional Chinese, Korean, Polish, Brazilian, Portuguese, Russian, and Latin American Spanish. Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare will be $49.99 on the Nintendo Switch eShop and the PlayStation Store, with physical releases arriving October 13th, so almost 2 months after the game actually comes out digitally, and you can add Red Dead Redemption 2 to your, or add normal Red Dead Redemption to your wish list now. As you can see, this is a complete waste of everyone's time. This is the news that no one wanted to hear. All the evidence was pointing to a remaster, and one could argue that Rockstar is remastering this for PlayStation 4 and bringing it to Nintendo Switch, but this isn't even a remaster. This is a simple port of increased quality textures to bring it to the PlayStation platform, because as you know, I think the PS3 version of the game, it was available digitally through PlayStation Now on PlayStation 4 for a while. It was eventually delisted from the store. The first few Red Dead videos I made when I was talking about some of the Red Dead Redemption 2 news before that game released, I had to actually record Red Dead Redemption footage via PlayStation Now and that video game streaming service because I didn't have my Xbox with me at school at the time, and my was that quality terrible. So it makes sense why Rockstar's bringing it to the PlayStation Now, because Xbox One has been able to play the Xbox 360 version of Red Dead now in like the native 4K resolution, and so while the game wasn't officially remastered or anything like that by Rockstar, you basically could harness the power of the Xbox One to play the original Red Dead Redemption with all the original textures in a high quality, because on 360 it was upscaled 720p, I want to say, or something like that. And so playing it on Xbox One, you could actually play it in 4K, and I think you could emulate it up to 60 FPS, I'm pretty sure, just like GTA 4, or maybe it was still 30 FPS, I'm not sure. But it was like through Microsoft's like frame scaling or whatever the service or whatever the feature they have on that console, right? But that's not the case with PlayStation. So now they're bringing this game to PlayStation. But let me tell you, that is just absolutely incredible that they would do this in this fashion. I think no one, absolutely no one wanted to see this. I just realized my screen recording was off this entire time. Unbelievable. I'm not even going back to record this. I will just put up the text on screen for you guys to see. So I was like, wow, what a waste. Anyways, here's an episode of Rocket Power to decompress. I just can't believe that this is actually the serious news that they're bringing people at this point. They think that this is what the entire fan base and all their customers wanted to see. So it's good for PlayStation players who want to play this game again in a high quality. But of course, it's just a port. We're not really getting an increase or different remastered, improved textures to bring it up to 2023 standards. The game still looks great, so one could argue if a remaster was even needed at all, because the trailer, in terms of the graphical quality, it looks great. This game has always looked fantastic. But the fact that all signs were pointing to a remaster with the South Korean Video Games Board re-rating and the new website, and all of it is just going towards this new port that they're doing, it is boggling my mind how this happens. And it's still too early of me getting out of bed. I basically just rolled out of bed to make this video. It's not that early in the morning, of course, but I was up until like 6:30 from Sunday night into Monday morning. I mean, just absolutely insane stuff. So I'm not running on much sleep, and I'm rubbing my eyes as I speak. But yeah, I mean, that's it. To me, I'm like, wow, my day's over. Back to bed. Like, what else is there to do? You know, I truly am speechless. Like, I'm kind of just rambling at this point. You can see I don't have much to say because there isn't much to say. To be honest, this is the announcement. No one was looking for this. No one was excited for this, I don't think. And honestly, I'm just moving on because what an absolute waste of everyone's time. I think you can agree with that. I mean, it's just, it blows my mind. It really upsets me. Once again, everyone's disappointed. Somehow, even with this, they lower the bar. They remaster the trilogy, and then they outsource that, and then they apologize. They say they learned the lesson, blah, blah, blah. Then they bring some random other 11 video game studio to port this game to just Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4, and then they drop this news on us. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Remember when Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick said he wasn't interested in just simple ports and that Take-Two was better and all that nonsense for their investors call? What happened to that? Were they just lying through their teeth at that point? Yes, they were. So here we are. This is the news. Red Dead Redemption is coming back in 2023, everyone, but it's not a remaster for Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5 and PC, and PlayStation 4 and Xbox One even. It is just a port for Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4. So I'd love to hear in the comments what you guys think about this. If you're asking me what my thoughts are, well, here they are in this video. I truly don't have much to say besides, wow, an incredible waste of everyone's time, and I'm ready to move on. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you drop a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new to stay in touch and in the loop with more terrible news from Rockstar Games in the future. But yeah, man, I'm taking off. Peace, everyone. Follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram so that you can stay up to date with everything else that I post outside of YouTube. You can ask me questions on there, all that. I love to interact with my community on there. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead video. Adios, amigos.